diriget protege. O Sancte Spiritus, tertia persona Sanctissime Trinitatis, gratias tibi ago pro novo, Pontifex
There you go. Good morning. We'll do it again. Good morning. Are you happy to be here? I always ask you because I'm always happy to come and be here.
Yes.
And I'm going to tell myself that too. So, all right, you'll recognize these songs. Let's stand up and let's start our service. You'll know this right away. This goes out to Therese. Have fun.
Good morning. Peace and love be with you. Yeah, not only is love all that we need, today we're going to get into, lately we've been in some very deep waters, in case you haven't noticed. You know, I remember when I was in the Navy, we were sailing towards Philippines, and we passing the Marianas Trench, and the captain says on the thing, on the intercom, he says, "We are passing through the Marianas Trench, the deepest part of the ocean. 35,000 something feet." And I'm going, and I'm on this little thing, this big, floating. You know, and that's where we've been lately in the deep waters. And what I was going to say was, not only is that all we need, that is in the deep water zone, all that there is. There's nothing but love. The problem is that we've created all these crazy things because we were given free will, this toy to play with. Here's free will. Go play with that. I said, okay. That's like giving, a 14 or 12-year-old the keys to the car. Yeah. What could possibly happen? But that's okay, because we are here to experience life as a human. We just need to be clear that that's not who we are. That was a subject yesterday that Rosemary and I had with Carol, and and we just need to remember that that's not who we are. That's what we appear to be. We're having a human experience, but we are these spiritual balls of energy, and we have somehow or another. Today's the subject is Meister Eckhart. And I said when I was telling Linda outside that when I did the Gospel of Thomas, I said, I can pretty much promise you there's not another church in Georgetown or possibly Texas or maybe even the U.S. at that time who was speaking on the Gospel of Thomas. And I think the same holds true today. I don't think there's anybody else speaking on Meister Eckhart today. But what a fascinating man. What a deep, deep, deep mystic he was. And today we'll share a little bit. I mean, how much can you share in 20 minutes? But we'll touch on some of the subjects of it. And one of them is that he was saying that he says the ground that God is and the ground that I am is the same ground. Not connected to, not copied to, but the same identical thing. Not separated from it in any way. And that's just a fascinating thought. That's one of them, several. So I want to welcome everybody here to Unity Georgetown today for some light things, Nothing too heavy we're going to talk about. I know that, it's kind of, I don't want to, what's the term I said to Reese? Metaphysical indigestion. I don't want to give you any of that stuff. Metaphysical indigestion. I owe that one to my LUT guy where I came from. He used to say that because he was into metaphysics. Anyway, we're so glad that you have joined us today. Thank you online for being online as well. Those of you who come and visit us in that way, we appreciate you being here. We come together on Sunday mornings to take all this energy that we have. And today I feel a bunch of crazy energy all over the place because it's just one of those days. Maybe it's the cool air. Maybe that's what it is. But we're going to take all that energy that we all have. It's kind of scattered, kind of random all over the place. And at the beginning of you've been to a concert, orchestra concert. You know how they go, and they're all like tuning. That's what we do during the course of the service, so that we're all in tune together. And so, and we do this by, purposely by praying together and by laughing together and by learning together and by affirming together. And by the time the service is at the end, there's a whole nother energy level that has come together. And it's a wonderful experience. And for those of you who have just recently started to come here, I'm glad you're here. And you'll feel that. And that's what we strive to do, to just get to that core essence of what we are, because that's all we are, love. So I'm going to invite you to join me today in our mission statement. We are a thriving spiritual community, inspiring and empowering individual and global transformation as exemplified by the life and the teachings of Jesus and other spiritual masters. Once again, welcome to Unity Spiritual Center, Georgetown, a spiritual breath of fresh air. Our announcements. Oh, you need your microphone. Yeah. There you go.
Thank you. Good morning. If you're here for the first time, we'd like to give you a special welcome. Hello? Can you hear me now? Okay. If you're here for the first time, we would like to give you a special welcome. If you're comfortable, we invite you to stand and tell us who you are. Anyone? Are we all family here? Oh, wonderful. It's Carol. Okay, well, welcome. Thank you for coming. Anyone else? Okay, we're all family here. Okay, so thank you for being here. our ushers have a welcome packet for you, and that's going to have information in there about unity in our church, so that hopefully, Carol, that'll answer some of your questions. You'll also find in there a form that you could fill out if you can help us learn a little bit more about you, and we can stay in touch, right? So you could put that completed form in the basket, the collection basket that we pass around, or at the welcome table up front over here. Again, welcome to Unity of Georgetown, and we hope you come again. Today we are celebrating our Unity family members that were born in November. Anyone with? Okay, so we're going to say happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Audrey. And Bill, happy to you. Yay! We would like to extend a special thank you to the service members and any family members of those who served in our military in recognition of Veterans Day this Tuesday. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, thank you. We recognize the sacrifices that you made and your family made, and while you were serving our country, and we thank you for that from the bottom of our hearts. Let's Get Metaphysical is this Wednesday at 9:30 a.m. It's supposed to be sunny, but it might not. It might be chilly. So check email to see if there's going to be any changes. You're going to see any changes being announced in email. To the members of the Unity Georgetown Angels, there's a meeting next Sunday immediately after service. So please plan to stay. Thank you for that. As always, you can stay in touch with us via email or on our website, and you can also check out our Facebook page and our weekly Friday newsletter. If you need assistance, please see our admin, Carrie, after service.
There is a town, as you know, we like to start off with a little bit of humor, because and you know what, I just saw another little booklet and that Renee shared with me, and I opened it randomly, and it says, the healing power of laughter. So there it is. So it is a healing power, so let me begin that way. There is this place in Louisiana that's called That. and there was a couple driving through, and they were talking, having a discussion about how to pronounce the name. And so the husband's pronouncing it one way, and the wife is pronouncing it another way, and they just can't get over it. And then the husband finally says, I'm kind of hungry. Do you want to stop and eat something? Let's do that. So they pulled over into a restaurant, and they order some food, and the waitress comes back with the food. And the husband said, would you please settle something for us? Because it's really driving us nuts, and we just can't get over it. But could you tell us very slowly, so we'll be sure exactly how it works, how to pronounce where we are? And so the waitress looks at him and said, a little puzzled, and said, I guess. So she leans forward and says, Burger King. And if you're curious, it's Natchitoches. I don't know how it's Natchitoches, but it is.
All right, please.
Let's begin.
Turn and say hello to your neighbor. Yeah, say hello. Yeah. Well, hold my hand while I run this race. Hold my hand while I run this race. Hold my hand while I run this race, 'cause I don't want to run this race in vain.
As we come together this morning, we join our hearts and our minds so that we may hear the message that is there for us today. So as I ring the triangle, settle in. Let its beautiful vibration come through every cell, healing it with light and love. For as you stand in your power, as that light and love, the world is healed.
Today's daily word is glory. I am blessed to be part of the glory of God. The inspiration for today's daily word comes from Psalm 19:1. The heavens are telling the glory of God, and the firmament proclaims his handiwork. I am a spiritual being, a glorious expression of God, as I live more fully into my divine nature. I better recognize my unity with life. Looking around me, I see the beautiful diversity of humanity. I also appreciate the vast variety of creatures on earth. Whether earth, sky, or water, all creatures are glorious components of the universe. I give thanks for each one. I turn my attention inward. The glory of God within me is an inner kingdom where beautiful and loving thoughts live. Kindness, warm memories, inspired motivation, and peace. As I bring my attention to the realm of my consciousness, I create within me a world of majesty, splendor, wonder, and I also find in the world around me. As I do, I discover the glory of God everywhere. Please read the affirmation with me twice. I am blessed to be part of the glory of God. I am blessed to be part of the glory of God. Okay, now our unity statement of being. Please join me in affirming together. There is only one presence and one power active in the universe and in my life, God the good, omnipotent. Centered in oneness, we co-create a world of love, peace, and abundance.
I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing love today. I'm choosing love today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing love today. I'm choosing life today.
Our theme for Wisdom of the World today is creativity is a divine or an inner process connected to spiritual growth. Listening to inner wisdom is a spiritual practice and a key theme in finding spiritual meaning through the act of creation itself. A quote by Matthew Fox: creativity is seen as a spiritual, inwardly driven activity, directly influenced by a higher power or God. That is the ultimate in inspiration for me, to know I have permission to be creative and to be a creator too. And from Julia Cameron: when we move toward our own creativity, we move toward our Creator. When we seek to become more spiritual, we find ourselves becoming more creative. And from Shakti Gwain: every time you don't follow your inner guidance, you feel a loss of energy, loss of power, a sense of spiritual deadness. And from Erica Jong: take your life in your own hands, and what happens? A terrible thing. No one to blame. Dan.
We can be together now and forever. I love you. I love you. And when I'm praying, I hear God saying, I love you. I love you. People all over the world, they're opening up. They're coming around, and they're saying, I love you, 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 I love you. God is love, and those who abide in love abide in God, and God abides in them. I love you, 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 I love you. I love you, 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 I love you. Yet to this I call to mind, and therefore I have hope. God's compassions never fail. They are new every morning. People all over the world, they're coming around, they're coming alive, and they're saying, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. I love you, 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 I love you. Yeah, I am convinced that nothing in all creation will separate us from the love of God, who says again and again, God wakes you every morning when the day is dawning. I love you, I love you. Each day's a new beginning. Hear your heart, it's singing. I love you, I love you. People all over the world, they're opening up, they're coming around, and they're saying, I love you, 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 I love you.
Oh, your heart should be open now. I love our music team. They inspire us and they bring us joy. And so as we go into this time of prayer, remember those three little words, the power of those three little words. I love you. And say that to yourself also. I love me. So as we go through this week, let us remember love is all there is. Let us stand in our power, not from aggression and hatred, but from compassion and kindness. So at this time, if there is anyone or any situation that needs to be brought into this circle of prayer and love, say them silently now as we go within and just say those three little words. I love you. And all will be healed. So now as we come to the conclusion of our prayer, let us take all of these feelings inside. Be silent and listen for what is yours to do. Dan will bring us back.
There is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Donna Sue. Thank you, Emma. You know, when you changed the key, the thought that came to me was my mantra keeps saying we have to change the way we do things. And that's what we need, a key change in our lives. Because it just brings a new life to the song. I'm sure you noticed, and that's what we need, a key change in our lives. You know, that thought crossed my mind. And thank you all for giving me the opportunity to be here, because I've really been enjoying myself lately. No, seriously, through this journey that we've been going through, the sail that we embarked upon, a sail, and we've been in these deep waters lately, and this one, remind me of your announcement, Tom, at the end, please, okay, before I forget. And this one has been very interesting, Meister Eckhart and creation spirituality. I didn't even know what that term was, actually, creation spirituality. And as it turns out, it's what we teach. But I'm not going to get there today. I'll get there next week. I want to talk about Meister Eckhart because he's the one that kind of got this ball rolling a little bit. And so since returning to Unity Georgetown, I've shared a lot of new topics with you on this journey. The metaphysical Gospel of John, the Gospel of Thomas, the Gospel of Mary Magdalene, practical metaphysics, which are all very important topics. And they're important because there are points of view along humanity's historical spiritual journey that have contributed to developing a new worldview. And that is for those who have ears to hear, as we were told in the Gospel of Mary Magdalene especially. Each of these topics has shed new light into our spiritual path as a humanity and as individuals. Each has played a part in the reprogramming process that we're going through. And in an effort to better understand who and what we are and our relationship with the universe and that which we call God. So when I started to consider what to talk about this week, another topic came to my mind that I have never talked about, Meister Eckhart. Now, if you've been here for a while, you've heard me quote him quite often. I do it all the time. Yet in the 15 years that I've been leading a Unity Center, I have never talked about Meister Eckhart, ever. So in considering this lesson, my first thought, and I talked to Teresa about having some sort of a contemplative format, similar to the Gospel of Thomas, because the words of Meister Eckhart lend themselves to that kind of process, format, of just getting into this contemplative frame of mind. So what I thought was, you know what, I'm going to suggest something, which I like to do, is in the morning, Google Eckhart quotes, print them, and in the morning when you're sitting out at your porch or out in the backyard sipping your morning coffee, read one of them real slowly and just kind of look up in the sky and just sit with the thought for a while. And then have another little sip of coffee and then read another one. And do that for a little bit. Repeat the process. Let me share just a couple that I have shared with you before, probably. But one of them, the big one, is God is not being, God is beingness. So God is not something. It is everything and then some. The second one, this one I'd like to share at Thanksgiving. It's coming up. That's my prayer at Thanksgiving. He said, if the only prayer you ever say in your entire life is thank you, that is enough. What he's saying is that that's how important it is for us to be in that state of gratitude. That's how important it is. Another one he says, God is not a matter of addition. God is a matter of because there's nothing that we need that we don't already have, except for one thing, awareness of that fact. That's what's missing. So we have to remove all the distractions. We got to peel all the layers off like an onion, and we got to get inside to that core of who we truly are. Now, here's what I really like. He says, I pray to God to rid me of God. Wow. We better sit down for 2 minutes on that one. What do you suppose he means? Why would Meister Eckhart want to rid himself of God? What comes to my mind is what I have said before. Go to your subconscious mind, find your God file, right-click, and delete. In the East, there is a saying, if you think you know what Zen is, you don't know what Zen is. In quantum physics, there is a saying, if you think you know quantum physics, you don't know quantum physics. So Meister Eckhart is telling us here, if you think you know God, you don't know God. So he's simply saying to the universe, remove the limitations that I have placed upon myself of what this life, this God is. Remove them so that I can make way for a bigger version of what it is, whatever it is. And that we all should be doing that on a continual basis, every day. ¿Estamos claros? Are we clear? Spending a little time with the mystics during your morning coffee is a great way to start your morning. And I'll invite you to use it as your spiritual practice. Lately, we've been on this journey, opening many new doors, all in effect for the effort of breaking the spell. I've come up with that idea that we need to break the spell that we have been under. Something like ridding ourselves of God. Some are critical of that style, of being too open to all the paths that we are. We say that. We honor and take from all paths to spirit. And that's not, they say if you do that, you never get into one thing very deeply. Bumper sticker wisdom says, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. Right? That's bumper sticker wisdom. The problem is that most people stand for something in a clingy, stubborn, stagnant kind of way. And what do the mystics say about that? Well, in the Gospel of Thomas, Jesus, Yeshua, said, be passers-by. That's one of the quotes in there. Be passers-by. Meister Eckhart wrote, to be full of things is to be empty of God, and to be empty of things is to be full of God. Non-attachment is central to the message of the Buddha. So I would disagree with that thing about I would disagree with putting all our metaphysical marbles in one basket. For me, it's not about the depth of the idea. It is about the depth of our consciousness to understand the idea. When you approach these various points of view from a deeper consciousness, then the result is that you will find the commonality of all the views. And you will tap into that river of life that flows underneath everything, that unites everything. And interestingly, as I was searching for Meister Eckhart quotes, I came across this one, which I had never seen, about this topic exactly. He says, if you focus too narrowly on a single path to God, all you will ever find is the path. He's an interesting guy. By the way, I'm so glad, thank you, Carrie, for your genius idea, it was yours, I believe, about adding the videos, links to our newsletter. I don't know who or was that Rita? I don't know, whoever suggested it. That's really good. It was who? Carrie? There's one in there from this week that's called Interfaith Amigos. if you haven't seen it, it's a Christian guy, a minister, a rabbi, and a Muslim. What do you call Muslim? Yes, thank you. And they have a really good exchange, in a comical way almost and stuff. But the point is that when you remove all those things, you really can. I was part of an interfaith group back home for a little bit, but I never got that feeling that we're trying to find commonality among us. You never drop that I'm a this, That's why I don't like to say I'm a anything, because that's just putting labels on ourselves, and that separates us. So the mystics have always known this to be true about the deep waters that we've been in. So the point is that every time we open up a new door, our consciousness gets deeper and our awareness gets broader. Meister Eckhart's message is exactly that: non-dualistic and radically inclusive. What does that mean? Well, we're going to get to that in a minute. So let's turn our attention to this Meister Eckhart guy. His name was Eckhart von Hochheim. Hochheim? It's a German town, right? Commonly known as Meister Eckhart. He was born in 1260, and he lived until 1328. He was a priest, a Catholic priest, and of the Dominican order. He was a philosopher, a mystic, and a very accomplished academic theologian. He taught at the University of Paris. He was schooled in the medieval scholasticism of the time: Aquinas, Aristotle, Augustine, the Neoplatonists, all this stuff. He knew all these things. He had a great respect for life, and he urged others to have that same respect. Yet he was so ahead of his time. It says in the writings, it says, psychologically, he was free, it seems, from that morbid, penitential religiosity that weighed so heavily upon the West during the Middle Ages. Wow, if you're a Catholic, you can so relate to that I have to say it again. He was free, it seems, of the morbid, penitential religiosity that weighed so heavily on the Middle Ages. And you see pictures of this stuff. It's like, oh my God. I'm glad that that's behind us. But what he was best remembered by Meister Eckhart was that he took his sermons, and this is the Middle Ages. I think we all, for those of us who are Catholic in our age, I think you all probably remember that we used to go to Catholic church, and it was Latin, the priest was facing the other direction. You didn't understand a thing. And the church attitude was, we don't care if you don't understand a thing. We just care that you're here, and be sure and drop some money in the bucket while you're on the way out. No, but seriously, he would take his sermons and convert them into German. They were Germans. And he would talk to the people at their level, at the people's level. And they loved him for that. But, he was an outside-of-the-box thinker, and as usual, outside-of-the-box thinkers tend to get in trouble with authority. I don't know anybody like that, but I never have, and I never will. Okay, I'm sticking to my story. But that's okay. That's what happens to people who do that, who rattle cages. And he was no exception. In 1329, the Pope condemned 28 of his statements, and he was deemed a heretic. And Meister Eckhart was to spirituality was what Copernicus was to science. He's just changed the entire way of seeing things. And he did so in a way that was troubling to the authorities, and they didn't like that, basically. But you know what? Everything that he said or says in his writings is stuff that we talk about at Unity all the time. Beginning with that one point, radical inclusivity. As I asked before, what does it mean? It means, and he was saying this in the year 12 whatever, that everybody has a spark of divinity within them. Everybody. This is the Middle Ages. Did not go over well at all. So, is that how? It wasn't common at the time. It's not even common now. If you think about it, how many people on the street believe that they are a spark of divinity? Not many. And that is my work, that is our work in Unity to do, is to change that. So another one, big theme for Meister Eckhart, was original sin. For him, there was no such thing. There is no such thing. And that was one of my big questions growing up, original sin, because I always thought like, well, the starting point, and I was talking to Carol about that yesterday and her son, the starting point is Genesis 1, and in Genesis 1, we are created in the image and likeness of God. So that is the starting point. And my question was always like, how do we get from that starting point to being original sin, being born flawed? I was born flawed? How did I get to that point? Who has veto power to undo what God has done? Who? How did that happen? And another thing is just like, how can it, and then you sit there and you tell me these things, and then you tell me that God is perfect, and my response is, well, how is it that something perfect can create something imperfect? How does that work? Explain that one to me. And of course, nobody could, so along I go and, find my own spiritual journey, and here I am. So let me wrap up this first part of this thing today by sharing 5 teachings of Meister Eckhart that the church tried to erase. The first one is that God is born in your soul. But get this, not once, continually, like an eternal flame. Think of the sun. It is literally producing, creating energy all the time by the process of, is it fission or fusion? I forget. I think it's fission. I forget, whatever. All the time, continuously. Now, it's going to run out. It's going to take another, the lifespan of the sun is 10 billion years. It's about 4.5 now, so it's about middle age, our sun. But eventually it will run out. And the idea is that God never runs out, but it's that kind of constant thing. Number 2, detachment. This is an interesting one. Detachment is higher than love. It is. And he says, why? Because love still wants something. He says, while true detachment wants nothing, and by being such, it receives everything. He says it's the space where God moves. Whoa. Number 3, the ground of your soul, I shared that a minute ago, the ground of your soul and the ground of God is one ground. Not similar, not connected, one and the same thing. That's a big bite to take. But I've been challenging you to take those big bites. And he says, it's not blasphemy. It's your original nature. Genesis 1 again. Before thoughts, he says, before thoughts, before identity, before separation ever happened, this is who you are. Number 4, the kingdom of heaven is not coming. The kingdom of heaven is the eternal now. The only moment that has ever existed or ever will, and it is that place where eternity touches time. Number 5, the highest prayer is no prayer at all. Oof, this is the Middle Ages, people. Beyond asking, beyond words, beyond even gratitude, he says, there is a silence so complete that you and the divine become indistinguishable. Oof. Oh boy, sit on that. That might be a 3-minute one. But try to sit on that for a while and open up yourself. Dare to take big steps. Notice here that all those things that I've said, there's not a single thing that we do not share here in Unity of all those things that I said. So that just woke me up, and I said, and so in the newsletter I wrote that when I went to open the door to Meister Eckhart to find a nugget, I found a pot of gold, and that pot of gold is something that's called creation spirituality. Because it was a new term for me, but it was like looking in the mirror. I said, this is what we teach. This is what we do. And that will be the subject for next week. And it has been truly a fascinating journey lately, sitting out there in the porch and sipping on the coffee and just thinking about just really crazy things, man. Seriously, it's so interesting. But in the meantime, we're here at Unity, and you've got a friend.
I was preparing for this song, and you know, if you replace spirit in this song with a boyfriend or a girlfriend, this song really makes a lot of sense. And hope you enjoy it. You'll know it. Please sing along with me when you feel like it. When you're down and troubled and you need some love and care, and nothing is going right, just close your eyes and think of me, and soon I will be there to brighten up even your darkest night. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. A winter, spring, summer, or fall, and all you got to do is call, and I'll be there, yeah. You've got a friend. If the sky above you should turn dark and full of clouds, and that old north wind should begin to blow, keep your head together and call my name out loud. Soon you'll hear me knocking at your door. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. And winter, spring, summer, or fall, and all you got to do is call, and I'll be there, yeah. Now ain't it good to know that you've got a friend when people can be so cold? They'll hurt you and then desert you and take your soul if you let them. Oh, but don't you let them. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. A winter, spring, summer, or fall. Hey, now all you have to do is call, and I'll be there, yeah. You've got a friend. You've got a friend.
I say about the energy level earlier, how it changes? And oh boy, that's just a wonderful energy. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Dan, ladies. So now comes the time in our service where we offer our tithes and our gifts to this spiritual community. Before I do that, though, I forgot one announcement because Tom called me this week and he had this idea about that we need to join in and help some people about this time. There's a lot of people hurting with food stuff, you know. So, and we also got a message from the Caring Place as well about the same subject. And so I got it from two places, and I said, okay, you need to pay attention. But I had already forgotten because it's not here. So that's why I said, remind me, don't let me go. So next week, if you can, please, bring something. Bring some food cans or whatever, and then we'll just collect them, and then we'll take them over to the Caring Place, I guess, because they asked. Or if we have other ideas. Or if you know anybody at a closer level, personally, that is in need of such things. I even saw something on TV the other day about these college kids, you know, who have children, and they're in college, and the need at Austin Community College for diapers and things like that. So a lot of people are in need of a lot of things. So whatever you can bring next week, you know, non-perishable. Go ahead, Linda. I'm sorry. Michelle? Yeah.
You know, where like the caring place
Yeah.
has the most needed items.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like a shop.
Okay. Oh, a list. Okay.
Look in the newsletter this week. We'll put something in the newsletter.
Okay, yeah, look up the newsletter.
It's canned foods, but sometimes, yeah, things like that.
Yeah.
Things also.
So whatever we can do to, you know, lend a helping hand, we're here to do that as well. So as good neighbors for everybody. So I wanted to say that before. So we take our offerings and our tithes in our hands, and together we say, divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I give in love, and I trust God.
Everything I see, everything I do is blessed by your hand, God. I give it back to you. Everything I give, every thought that's true, is magnified in kind, God. I'll give it back to you.
Join me in our offering and dedication. We bless and dedicate these tithes and offerings as an expression of divine love, and we release them to manifest that love in our community and in our world. And we bless the world. We love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the Christ you are. Final reminders. Donna Sue is our prayer chaplain. There are cookies and stuff in the back. LGM Wednesday. Just a quick thing, reminder, we need 2 board members, so just wanted to toss that out. So anybody, Tom, you have some? Of course you can.
I want to say one thing about the food insecurity. It's really bugging me. You know, there's a lot of people with food insecurity. And if there's anybody here, we start in our own backyard, right? That's what I'm thinking about. I talked to Therese and Tommy. If, you know, if there's people here that have food insecurity, see one of the board members. It's private, but let's start here in our own backyard, and then let's reach out a little bit. If you have a family member or somebody like that that's not living with you that has food insecurity, I think that's one of our callings of being a church. And so let's just see how this develops.
Thank you, Tom.
Okay?
Oh, I'm sorry. No. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to step on your toes. I guess I didn't. Okay, what to announce? Anything else, Teresa? Oh, Angel Team meeting. That's when? Where was? Okay, that's right. That's right. Whatever else. Everybody who served, thank you. Yay! There you are. Oh. I really want to say that Carrie loses sleep about creativity. Great job, Carrie. Anyway, let's rise and end our service for today. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, that peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. I am light. I am love. I am power. I am presence. I am. Have a blessed week.